of work and maybe schooling, maybe, some type of training or learning that they had to do to be where they're at. You're looking at basically almost a finished product, but you didn't see the toil and broken relationships because they chose to grind versus go out on a date. They chose to, go to school and get that master's or their doctorate over, going out to eat. You don't see the sacrifices people make. You know what I mean? To be where they're at. So, but persistence is key. So thank you so much for saying that and sharing that. Dr. Davis, please tell us where you're from. Give us your gratitude, your affirmation, and how do you respond when you have to switch things up?
What's happening? Dr. Davis here from the DMV area. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Affirmation and gratitude. My affirmation is I can, I will, I must get it done by any means necessary. My gratitude, is to be alive yet another day. Sorry, tech is messing with me this morning, trying to get this thing streaming to all these platforms and whatnot. And my tools ain't operating correctly, but I'm still grateful for tech and all the things it enables us to do, and the lives that I get to impact all across the world. Couldn't do it without it. And what did you say, to switch up? How do I switch up? Well, honestly, I live that life all the time, so it's kind of normal to me, as an entrepreneur, business owner. I'm just constantly making pivots, especially with government contracting during times like election time. When a new party can get into office, you got to be able to pivot. You got to be able to switch it up because a contract that you could have been working on, let's say if Trump was to get into office, he's going to destroy everything that the Democratic Party did, and vice versa. If a Republican was in office and the Democrats came in, every project that the Democrats funded, the Republicans are going to try to destroy, and and Democrats will do the same to Republicans. So you have no choice but to, be ready to pivot in this space. So I've just learned how to pivot constantly. I don't give things too much time to show me failure because we're constantly moving fast enough that, the moment I see something going wrong, we're patching that up. We're figuring out, what needs to be done, what needs to be changed. Because that's life, that's business. I don't think anybody should be stagnant. You should always constantly be learning new information. The more you learn information, the better person that you become. And 9 times out of 10, when you learn information, you do different things, which again will force you to switch it up. And the biggest switch up that everybody got right now, the last thing, is AI. Man, I can't harp on that enough. You know, you don't have to go to school anymore and learn how to code. You don't have to go and get these degrees and these certifications anymore, where things are so technical, or even law. You know, you can literally go to AI and it can solve those problems right now, that you can become a coder overnight because the AI will code for you. You can technically be law overnight because AI knows law, right? So you should really be trying to talk to AI, learn how to talk to AI more, and stop worrying about studying so much. But how do we use this machine? And that's the biggest pivot that everybody should be paying attention to right now, because it ain't slowing down. I'm trying to warn you, like, nothing's about to slow down. It's about to speed up, because I just told you nobody has to be technically, quote unquote, smart anymore. You don't need the degree. You don't need to learn how to do things hands on anymore, because machine will do it for you. You just got to learn how to talk to it. And that's the biggest pivot that I think everybody should pay attention to. And we're definitely incorporating it in everything that we got going on. And I parked my Tesla.
I love that. We are in a perpetual state of switching things up, whether we're doing it intentionally or not intentionally. But I love how you brought about the intentional aspect of what you do, Dr. Davis, and, having the expectation that, what, I am going to have to switch things up. Like this is my life. You have made it a lifestyle. And, the way that things are going in this world, we're going to have to make it a normality for ourselves. It is going to have to be a lifestyle. So thank you so much for sharing that. Tylisha, please tell the people where you're from, give us your gratitude, your affirmation, and how do you feel when you have to switch things up? You might not be able to talk this morning, or if you are, you might be
Oh
muted.
no, could you just come back? I come back to me,
Yeah,
please.
I sure can. Hey, Miss Patrice, how you doing this morning? Good to see you. Please tell us where you're from. Give us your gratitude, your affirmation, and then what? How do you feel when you have to switch things up?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Patrice, and I am checking in from Chicago. Um, this morning, I am grateful for returning to my business. Y'all had gave up on it, but it's doing great things now, so I'm grateful for that. My affirmation is I walk in my God-given authority. I walk in every room knowing I belong there, and how we have. I mean, I kind of just roll with it as a person that have tried multiple things throughout my course of entrepreneurship. I just roll with it. I don't give myself, like Dr. Travis said, too much time to talk myself out of it. Because with anything, if you think about it too long, you will find out reasons to why you shouldn't do it or why it isn't the best time. Just recently, as you guys know, like I returned to cycling the beginning of this year, and after my third sold out class, the gym told me that they were selling the bikes. And it was a whole instance where they didn't want to sell them to me, you can tell, but they weren't worth it. But I just switched up. I focus, like now the focus is on, if you follow me on Instagram, you see I have a temporary brick and mortar. So the athletic side, I mean, the clothing line side of it. And upon completing this project, I'll be able to, if God say so, to purchase or rent my own space and get my own damn bikes in my own damn studio. So just rolling with the flow. That's all I got. And everyone have a great day.
That is amazing, Patrice, and I'm excited for you. I saw that post yesterday, I think it was, and I was just like, okay, come on, Patrice. That's Listen, way to pivot, okay? Because in entrepreneurship, we have to pivot. I mean, that's just the way that it is. So thank you for sharing that. Coach Marlene, how are you doing this morning? Please tell the people where you're from. Give us your gratitude, your affirmation, and, how do you feel or what do you do when you have to switch things up?
Good morning, everybody. Coach Marlene Paul here, calling from sunny South Florida. And my affirmation for today is I am well, I am whole, I am healed. I'm embracing the change. I'm moving in purpose. I'm staying focused. I'm getting rid of all distraction, and I'm prepared for the harvest. This past couple of days, my blood pressure took a hit, and so I had to like really take care of myself this past weekend. But even despite that time, I was still able to move forward, do what I gotta do, get my rest, and when I got that fully rest, I was still able to, thanks of AI and my team, able to still accomplish what I need to accomplish for my business, and take care of myself. So I'm learning that fine tuned balance of it too. So, and I am grateful for having a wonderful first night of our challenge yesterday. We hosted our first She Create content challenge, and the first 2 hours of workshop was amazing. I can't believe that God allowed me to be able to pour into these women and have them create content. I do enjoy teaching and training and breaking down concept to people. That's one gift that I have, and I bring me joy, bring me energy. I can go and teach all day long and break down those concepts. And talking about the topic of having to switch up, before I met my husband and we had this military life. I did not like switching up things, but the military and life really switch things up really quickly on you. You gotta be adaptable, and it's part of the the lifestyle, of either being deployed or he's doing things with him, doing things without him, plans getting canceled. So even on the reserve side, that we're in the reserve side now, same thing. One minute he is home, and next minute, okay, your schedule is changed, and if he's here or not, it's very unpredictable. And we're just grateful whenever we have him home, um, and when he can do some stuff with us too. So I just put it that way. So with that being said, in my business life, it's becoming okay. I know that if I need to switch up, I have to be able to pivot really quickly, and this is where I am not knocking down all the life experience I have, because all of those prepare me for where I am right now. So I embrace those changes, and I move purposely when I have those changes. So it's a good thing sometimes, because you never know, that switch would be a big thing. And sometimes those switch may confuse other people, but since once you have that big vision, that big picture, um no one, what people say doesn't really matter. Is whatever your purpose is, and as long as you're moving in purpose, and everything will start opening up for you. So I don't mind the switch up. I just embrace it and say, okay, God, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I'm just going to make sure I'm moving intentional, I'm moving purposeful, and I'm putting things in action, and I'm taking note of what works, what doesn't work, and moving forward in that, because part of entrepreneurship is failure. So, and success. So, okay, that didn't work. Okay, let's try something else. So, as a business owner, that's what we do all the time. We switch up, we pivot, we move forward.
Ooh, I
Hey, what's
love it
going on? If it's your
all,
first
Coach
time here, we
Marlene.
do
I
go
love
over our
it all.
affirmation and
And y'all,
gratitude Monday through Friday at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Time Zone over on Clubhouse. We just happen to stream it to all the platforms. You're more than welcome to come on to Clubhouse and utilize your voice on our stages as well. You can go to travisknows.com, join our community, and you'll be able to access that Clubhouse there. Or you could just listen to where you are. If you're doing that, make sure you invite 3 other entrepreneurs to the call as well so they could tune in and listen. Now let's get back to the show.
and how do you feel, or what do you do when you have to switch things up?
Great morning, everyone. My name is Crystal, calling from Atlanta, Georgia. My affirmation is I'm a wise woman who lives in abundance and money comes to me easily. I am grateful for actually finally, I guess, listening and putting myself out there to start doing, cupcake decorating classes. I went to school on last Friday, and the feedback that I received back from the children was just it was very inspiring, and it just made me so happy to see that there's actually an interest in what and am offering. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. And that's what gets my gratitude. Now, when it comes to when do you have to switch up in my personal life, I will say that, when it first happens and I have to switch up, it does aggravate me some because I'm like to plan and go according to plan, but as you know, when you have children and family and all of that, it's very um switching up is what you do on a daily basis. So I'm still learning how to not let it bother me as much, but in my business life world, it actually doesn't bother me that much. Usually, when I do have to switch up or pivot, it's for the best, and then I'm able to figure out how to pivot um, successfully, and it ends up being better than what the plan was before. I have found, and so yeah, so it just depends on if it's in personal or if it's in business. But my name is Crystal, and I'm sitting pretty in my commercial kitchen.
Thank you so much, Crystal. See, I'm trying to get off of mute. Ooh, Lord, I tell you what, one week could do for you. It'll throw your whole thing off. But no, I'm so proud to, hear that you are doing your classes and stuff. Like that's really good, and I think that's gonna open up some more opportunities and doors for you, Brother Larry, how you doing this morning? It's good to see you. Please tell us where you're from. Give us your gratitude, your affirmation, and how do you feel or what do you do when you have to switch things up?
Good morning, everybody. Larry calling from Hampton, Virginia, by way of New Orleans. My affirmation is that I am positive. I am honing in to be coachable, more coachable than I am. And my gratitude goes out to technology. Um, Technology, for one, for me, is that like we have these phones in our hands, and these phones harness power. Like it's so much power that we have in our hands. Some people don't even want to know it. Like you got people out here making millions of dollars off of a phone, like because they know how to hone into certain things, tapped into businesses from their phone. Or as pivoting, switching up. I believe that the switch up is adaptability. Like we always have to adapt to changes when it comes down to either life or business, no matter what it is we do have to adapt to our situations. And I adapt daily. Like I'm putting in certain situations on a daily basis and I just switch up and adapt to whatever the situation may be. Uh, Sometimes do I make the wrong decision? Sometimes, but I overcome them all. And I keep fighting. Um, Currently, like I'm adapting to the fact that, like Dr. Davis said, that the AI, right? I'm in the process of brainstorming outside the box to harness that power of AI because they have something out there to the ability with the AI to where other people are making thousands and millions of dollars harnessing that power. But I'm trying to find a way to get AI to be used in a I don't know how to put it, but in a way to where like a lot of people is thinking over and under. I'm trying to think of a way to harness AI to the point where it's not that complicated to where I can generate some cash flow because I already of some of the AI experiences that I have, I done made a good penny. I'm just trying to make sure I keep that going and harness into something to where I can make it be great, so where I can really sell it. But with that, I yield my mic. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. And you will, right? This is a journey. It's not a overnight thing. As long as you continue to do something every single day, like I make it my business to do something with my business every single day. It can be something as small as downloading, some videos, video clips, from my class, which I'm actually kind of multitasking now doing some of this stuff, but you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you got to get it done right by any means necessary. And so you just have to do what you got to do. I love I think Robert is in the room. He used to say that he had to do what he had to do until he could do what he wanted to do. And that's just where we're at. So but I appreciate you for sharing. Renee, please tell the people where you're from. Give us your gratitude, your affirmation, and what do you do or how do you feel when you have to switch things up?
Good morning. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't hear the ding. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Renee calling in from Albany, New York. Affirmation is I am enough, and my story is my purpose. Gratitude is for life and for lift this morning. So, you talk about switch things up. I had to switch it up this morning, and I switched up my hair so I can't get it wet. It's raining this morning, so I couldn't walk in, so I had to take a lift. So I switched up that this morning. So my whole morning's been switched up. But as far as business, I was taught way back that you don't want to confuse your customers. So even though I have these other things that come up in me like, oh, I know this is a need, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to confuse people or make it seem like I'm doing too many things. So, what I just said, if somebody has something to say back, a response to that, please give that to me because I struggle with that. But I do feel that pivoting is necessary because times are changing and they're changing very fast. And we have to keep up with the times or we're going to get left behind. So I do believe in pivoting, and that's where I'm going to leave it. And I am yes till Thursdays, and I will talk to you all soon. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Renee. I really appreciate it. Listen, y'all stepping up on the moderator stage. We're gonna have a whole new crew before long. Uh, but I'm loving it. I am loving it. Tylisha, please tell the people where you're from. Give us your gratitude, your affirmation, and what do you do or how do you feel when you have to switch things up?
Hey, 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 good morning, everyone. My name is Talisha, better known as your girl Ty Creations. I am the entrepreneur creator. I help people capitalize in the travel industry and also start, grow, and scale their cleaning businesses. So, this morning I am grateful for um, peace. I'm grateful for peace. My affirmation is I see, I hear, I think, I feel, and I speak abundantly. And abundance is mine. Um, and pivoting. I think for me personally, is more so about me being okay with getting uncomfortable. Or guess getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. I think that for me, I have to I'm always striving, I'm always trying to grow, and I'm always trying to excel. And I think it takes a lot of self-reflection, being honest with yourself, holding yourself accountable, as other people said, being persistent as well. So for me, I think that being able to have to switch it up really, really has a lot for me with um, being uncomfortable and not getting too comfortable and realizing that I could take this to a next level or I could achieve this. So that's how I look what I look at and what I think about when I am having to switch things up.
Awesome, awesome. And you know what? I've seen you pivot quite a few times as well. Over the course of the last couple of years, and this thing is a lifestyle, y'all. This switching up, this adapting, it's a lifestyle. And once we really understand and get that in our heads that this is normal, we'd be less frustrated. With things, and we won't have those feelings of inadequacy or that comparison spirit that seems to fall on us sometimes because we're looking at other folks. And again, listen, just breaking it down to the smallest thing with social media. When you see things on social media, that's people's highlights, y'all. That's 2 seconds, 1 minute of their life that they are sharing with you. You have no idea what's going on with the other 23 hours and 59 minutes of that person's day. And a lot of this stuff that we have come to know, we are realizing that it's fake. They got a fake background. They got fake car people renting cars and renting planes just to take pictures with the stuff to make it look like they balling out. I mean, come on. It's a whole and then with AI, which Travis Dr. Davis mentioned earlier about AI and us learning AI, but some people have learned AI and so well that they have put in descriptions from those text to picture generative ones where it looks so real. You have no idea if that's a real person on the picture or if it's AI generated. I mean, look at my profile, my book, Fearless. That is AI generated. That is not me on the cover. You have no idea how many people ask me if that's me on the cover. How did I create that image? Through AI. I put a description in, and that is what it spit out. But that was not the first picture that it spit out. I had to change the description or modify the description a few different times to get the picture that I wanted. That was persistence, though. I had to be persistent in what I wanted to see. And so, again, y'all, like, if you don't get anything from this room this morning, just know that it's normal to have to pivot and to adapt to different things as we go throughout this life and in our businesses. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to close. If there's no one else that wants to come up on stage, Renee, do you have any lasting thoughts?
Everybody have an amazing day, and just if a pivot's necessary, don't be afraid to make it. Have a great day.
Awesome, awesome, Larry. If you're talking, you're on mute. But I can.
Hey, everybody tell somebody you love them. I love you all. And y'all have a great day.
Crystal.
Everyone have a great day. And sorry, April, but twirl on these bitches.
Coach Marley.
Have a great day, guys. You keep on going. Don't give up. You got this.
Patrice.
Uh, um, yeah, have a great I play so much, y'all. But have a great day, everyone. And just to reference to Renee, try all that shit. Like try it all until you find out what works for you. The ones that get it. The ones that don't, fuck them. That's all I got. Have a great day.
And that's the truth, Wouldn't have said it that way, but doesn't negate the fact that that is the truth. You can't worry about other people. Tylisha.
Everyone have a great day. Love y'all.
Awesome. Nadir.
It's ironic that Travis spoke about the AI today because this morning, Karif and I was listening to the news, and there's a school system that is deciding to use AI to educate the kids because it's cheaper than actually bringing in an actual individual. And so many other agencies are going to follow it. So, as he said, like we definitely need to start utilizing this in our lives. And you know, as we was talking, the more we was talking, and I was listening to people. The greatest pivot that I ever had to do was when um, I was released, and I had to conform back to society ways and methods. But because I wanted to be there, I had to make it work. And it's nothing wrong with trying a few different things, Renee, especially if you definitely wanting to see it work. That's the only way you're going to find out. Lastly, but not least, at least keep showing up for me. I'm going to show up for y'all. I yield my mic.
Thank you so much, Nadir. And y'all, I just love y'all. I love this space. I love the fact that, each and every one of us, we're free to be ourselves, you know what I mean? And just the wisdom and the knowledge and the encouragement and all the things, I'm so appreciative. Like y'all really get my gratitude. And I appreciate you, Crystal. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I am gonna twirl. Dr. Davis, I'll pass it to you.
Crystal got y'all twirling out here. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you, April, for opening up the room here. so everyone can utilize their voice. Great topic today. I appreciate those of you who are listening on Clubhouse as well as all of the other platforms that may be listening on replay. We truly do appreciate it. I still ask you guys to step up to the challenge. Invite 2 people to this morning affirmation and gratitude room so we can continue to expand the community. As you guys see, these voices are extremely powerful here. And I just have this last takeaway, guys, before we get out of here, as we're talking about this switching up and pivoting. I told you guys I kind of live in a constant state of being in a pivot. And what I realize is a lot of people don't like to do this because anytime you do something different, anytime you do something new, it brings a level of uncomfort because you've never done it before, right? That's the switch up. That's the whole thing of a pivot. And most people avoid switching things up because none of us want to live in the life of the unknown. None of us want to be uncomfortable when we wake up. But that's what makes you stronger is taking on the challenges of uncomfortable things, uncomfortable situations, and getting through on the other end. And I always remind individuals of this. When I first made $1 million, I didn't change. And I had the fear of my community saying, I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard it. When they make money, they become a whole new person. They become different. And I was trying to avoid that because I luckily made this money fast, but nobody ever taught me what to do with the money. So just imagine, and this is why I remind people, I could put $1 million in your hand, but if you haven't made the choice to switch up, to pivot, to become a better person, you're going to do exactly what I was doing, and you're just going to spend the money. It's just as fast as you made it. So I always tell people, I lived the life in Las Vegas, strip clubs, liquor, bottles. I mean, I did it at a very high level, and that's because I refused to change, right? But I had a point in my life that said, well, wait a minute. In order to move $1 million, you cannot be the same Travis that you was in college. You can't be the same individual that you've been for the last 28, 29 years of your life. That won't work if you want to be this type of individual. If you want to stay right where you've been, if you want to stay in your community that you've been in all of your life, if you want to stay around all of the people that you've been seeing all of your life and just, grow old and die, well, you can do that. You can just stay comfortable where you are right now. But if you're trying to make changes that you've never seen before, I'm telling you, it's going to take a level of switching up. You're going to have to be uncomfortable. You can't be a millionaire as the same individual that you are today, or else you would have had $1 million already. It's just that simple. I don't have to ask whether you need to change. I already know that as you are the person that you are today, you must switch. And you guys are starting the process. You guys have been here for a long time. I don't want you to think that you haven't been doing it. You've been working already. But you should be okay with the change that's happening. Don't let others around you try to make you come back to the old you. It's a whole new you. And like Crystal say, just twirl on them bitches if they got a problem. That's all I got for you guys. I love you all. I hope that y'all have an amazing day. Get out there and make it happen. Today is just 1% better each and every day. That's all you need to focus on. Don't worry about any other factors around you, because again, if you focus on being 1% better each and every day, at the end of the year, that's 365% better. That's a whole new person. Now you're talking about a switch up. So start that switch up today. I love you all. Have an amazing day. Somebody close out the room for us.